Hey everybody, I'm Dee Spencer, the working lady, and if the work won't come to Dee, then Dee will go to work. I would like to welcome you to my very first video book review of 2013. And this is one of the things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing video book reviews because that's how I want to do it. Because sometimes I just got so much to say and I just don't think it comes out very well in words for me, so I have to visualize things. So the very first book that I'm going to review is, first of all, a book that I read on Kindle. Now, one thing I've decided is that I realize now that I am a book girl. I think I like to have the actual book in my hand, which is why I'm so glad and so excited that I have the actual hard copy of the book once I read it. And the book that I'm reviewing today is called Hoeism, Born to Do It by English Ruler. Now, that title in itself is interesting enough. I love the book cover. It's a beautiful, beautiful book cover. I forgot who did the book cover. I have to see who did the cover of this book. The design is quite amazing. I love it. But for those of you who are just so, oh my gosh, I'm so holy. Oh my God, Hoeism. Oh, I can't read a book that says hoe on it. I'm going to say to you, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? This actually is a good book. And yes, for those who may be a little skittish on titles or whatever, you might be saying, oh, I don't want to read a book about hoes or whatever. But I'm just going to tell you, the book is more than that. And that's the first thing I want to say about the book. English Ruler, kudos to you for coming up with such a snazzy, I guess, intriguing title, because it does evoke conversation for people who may say, I don't want to read a book like that, or, ooh, I want to read that book. You know, at first I was like, oh, I don't know, can I promote that book, you know? But I read the book, and I have to say, from the moment that I opened the book, well, first of all, I was intrigued because I was very surprised because when I opened the book and I read the credits or the foreword, the prologue, a lot of you probably don't read that, but you should, because you never know what little nuggets may be in there. But at the very beginning, or the acknowledgments, I found my name. Oh my gosh. It said, shout outs, D Works Live. Love it. So right there, that already gets it one let's go, y'all. Okay, so going into the book, the main character is Shanae, and the story opens up about her, Shanae and Tremaine, and her getting into an argument with him, or really him chewing her out about something that she does, which is headed to the clinic to find out that she's pregnant. So I'm going to tell you that part right off. I'm not going to do any spoilers because you really need to read the book. But things I'm going to tell you about the book that I liked. I liked the story because it did kind of keep you engaged. I read this book in a day. And for me, to read a book in a day, I read in about a day and a half, is good. Because people that know me know that I'm always busy. I don't have time to be wasting reading no books. And it better be good if I'm going to take my time to read it. So, already, it's a good book because of that. I was able to read the book. I couldn't put it down. I wanted to get to the end. But now, Shanae starts out with this whole situation with her boyfriend, Tremaine, and she's pregnant. He's mad that she's pregnant. You got to find out why when you read the book. But then it goes on into, you know, some of the things that she gets herself into. And there's this one character in here named Timothy. Honey, Shanae, I'm sorry. I don't know. Listen to me talking like this is a real character. I don't know how in the world you could allow someone to do these things to you. And that's one of the things I always tell people. Don't ever let anybody hold anything over you so that they can manipulate you or whatever. If somebody's going to out you about something or threaten to out you, out yourself so that you don't get in these type of situations. Oh my goodness, how could you let this man do this stuff to you? You got to read the book. And at work? What? Oh my gosh. But she got him in the end. You got to read the book to find out. So there's a lot of twists and turns. Shanae's sister, she does English Ruler does a great job of weaving the characters and telling the stories. I feel like there's like 2 or 3 stories within the story, and at the end, it all ties back together with Shanae being the focal point of attention. And I don't know, I'm sorry, I didn't feel sorry for her. The things that I didn't like about this book, English, the thing that I didn't like about the book, I felt like with the title, Hoeism, Born to Do It, I don't feel like you really address that issue so much, although the character definitely has a lot of hoish tendencies. You covered that quite well, but what wasn't covered was the born to do it part. I missed that part of the story. I wish you had dealt a little bit more with how she really got that way, because I still don't see how she was born to do it. Usually there's some catastrophic incident that happens when you're a kid, you're raped or something. I don't know, but that's not in there. Okay, that's a spoiler for you guys, but you read it and tell me. Maybe you understand why she's this way. I didn't get that part. I think she just low down, that's all. But you got to read some of the things that she does. And this book also goes to show you, honey, don't trust no woman with your man. None. Not even your sister. Don't trust anybody with your man. And don't put anything past what your man will or won't do. I'm just saying. Don't never say never what they won't do. Because hoism goes both ways. It goes for the men and it goes for the women. So, the other thing I have to say, the ending I think it was 3 endings. Oh my gosh, did not see it coming. And I can usually predict stuff. Didn't see it coming, so that means you did an excellent job. The other thing that I look at when I read a book, I look for is grammatical errors and spelling errors. Now, there were a few grammatical things. I'm going to say that maybe it has to do, because I'm finding it so much in Arthur's books, that I'm going to say it has something to do when it goes to the printer or the editing or something, the way it ends up, because they were small things that I'm just thinking, well, how, just little things that were overlooked, but not a lot. There weren't any spelling errors, except for the fact that I cannot believe that on the back, and I'm sorry, Julia Press Simmons, I love you, girl, you know I do, but there's a typo here. You will enjoy every word. What happened to the Y? I'm just saying, that's the first thing on the book that people see, because the first thing people do is look at the back of the book. So there it is right there. I'm just saying, hey, it's there. I'm calling, it's there. I'm not making this up. I'm just saying. It's just little things, So sometimes, if people are real sticklers like me, if I would have read the back of that and saw that, I'd probably be like, oh my God, it's error right on the front of the book, like on the back of the book. But otherwise, because the story is so good, I forgive it all. I forgave it all. Great read. As I said, I couldn't wait until it came out. I got the book as soon as she released it on the Kindle, so I read it on my Kindle, loved it. And I have this hard copy. I'm mad because I have to give these books away. So I'm going to be giving away 2 copies, and they are autographed. She did autograph the book. There it is. E.R. English Ruler. There's her signature inside the book. So we're going to be giving away 2 autographed copies of this book on my show, D-Works Live. And in order to win a copy of this book, you need to tune in on Friday. That's this Friday, which is going to be January 4th, 2013, and we're going to be giving away 2 copies of this book by English Ruler. Now, my final thing that I want to say about this book is I'm going to give this book, if you know me, I do something called Let's Go Y'all, and I do 5 exclamation marks at the end of my Let's Go Y'all. So, that's how I'm going to be judging books. So, in this particular book, I am, even though I had some issues with, the ending. Oh my gosh. This book, a sequel. There's a sequel coming to this book. I just know it because of the way that it ended. Oh, shame on you, English Ruler. I was so mad. I was mad. Timothy. Okay, you guys got to read this book, I'm telling you. So I'm going to give this book 5. Let's go, y'all. So make sure you pick up your copy. You can get it on Amazon.com, English ruler, Hoeism, Born to Do It. Make sure you get your copy because I just gave it the first 5. Let's go, y'all. Exclamations. Yeah.